Who would have thought, huh? The sneaker giant, the mastermind behind inspiring campaigns and the most famous slogan in the world, "Just do it," seems to have stumbled. That's right, Nike just released its first quarter numbers, and let's just say they're far from Olympic gold. In fact, they're the worst since the 90s. Yes, the 90s, the era of Michael Jordan, VHS rentals, and baggy jeans. But hold on, because this story goes beyond just the numbers. It's not only about how much they sold, but why sales have dropped. Could it be that the competition is faster? Have trends shifted, leaving Nike playing catch-up? Or maybe that glow-in-the-dark sneaker didn't shine as bright as they hoped? Spoiler alert, the answers might surprise you. Here's the kicker. While many consumers still see Nike as the epitome of performance and style, others are starting to wonder if the brand is, well, losing its edge. A harsh reality for a company that built its empire telling the world to just do it. So, what's happening behind the scenes? Is this just a minor hiccup in the market or the beginning of something bigger? The game is still in its first half, and the score is far from final. But the real question is, how can a brand this iconic find itself falling behind? And more importantly, does Nike have a plan B up its sleeve? And now, here's the next chapter in this fascinating story. Nike has decided to change the game, or at least the way it's played. In recent years, the brand made a bold move, going all in on direct-to-consumer channels, the famous DTC model. Sounds strategic, right? Cutting out the middleman to sell directly to you, me, and anyone dreaming of running like the next Usain Bolt. But as they say, the devil is in the details and in the inventory. The shift to DTC hasn't come without its challenges. The pandemic, which seemed like a boost for online sales, left an unexpected legacy, piles of unsold inventory. And with the post-pandemic slowdown, that surplus has become a thorn in the company's side. But that's not all. Transitioning to a direct-to-consumer model demands more than just great products. It requires flawless logistics, dazzling digital campaigns, and perhaps the toughest part, a deeper understanding of consumers than ever before. Did Nike stumble in this sprint? Or were the hurdles simply bigger than anticipated? Interestingly, as Nike scrambles to clear out excess inventory, it's also facing another dilemma: how to keep loyal fans engaged while reclaiming lost ground. And let's not forget the competition, watching from the sidelines, ready to pounce at the first misstep. So, is the real issue the DTC model? Or is there something deeper, something yet to be uncovered driving this strategy? In the world of business, not everything is as it seems at first glance. If there's one thing that can turn the tide for a giant like Nike, it's a leadership change. In 2020, the company did just that, putting John Donahoe at the helm, a CEO with a clear mission to bring Nike into the digital age. And he wasn't messing around. Under his leadership, Nike doubled down on digital and reinforced its DTC strategy. Sounds like a smart move, right? But like any bold play, it came with consequences. The focus on digital brought radical changes. While Nike built a more direct consumer ecosystem, websites, apps, flagship stores, it inadvertently nudged some of its wholesale partners off the court. You know those stores with Nike-packed displays? Well, some of them started feeling the pinch. Fewer products, less exclusivity, and in some cases, a sense of being left behind. Now, as Nike tries to balance tradition with innovation, old partners, and even some consumers might be wondering, is Nike still running alongside us, or is it already eyeing the next finish line? So here's the big question. How far is Nike willing to go to stay on top? And what's next in this race? And now, we've arrived at one of the biggest hurdles Nike has faced in recent times, a true tsunami of inventory. Picture this, $9.7 billion worth of unsold products. Sneakers, t-shirts, jackets, and all that sporty gear that was meant to shine on the streets or in gyms, but ended up gathering dust in warehouses. The problem started back during the pandemic. Online sales skyrocketed, and Nike, like many others, tried to predict future demand. Their solution? Produce more. A lot more. But demand didn't grow at the pace they'd hoped, and that's when the tables turned. What seemed like a smart strategy turned into a logistical nightmare. To clear this mountain of products, the company had to resort to a painful tactic: massive discounts. And let's face it, that's never ideal for a brand that thrives on its premium aura. The result? Shrinking profit margins and a sense that their inventory strategy was more of a swing and a miss than a slam dunk. Now, here's the kicker. How does this situation affect the brand's perception? Discounts might draw in customers, but they can also devalue the product in the long run. Will those customers who snagged Nike sneakers at 40% off get too used to the lower prices? Or can the brand bounce back to its premium positioning once those shelves are cleared? While Nike grapples with its internal challenges, outside the competition is racing ahead, literally. Brands like Hoka and On Running, which a few years ago might have been considered niche players, are now making waves and capturing a growing audience. And don't think they're just chasing Nike. They're going head-to-head in categories that have always been the giant's bread and butter, like running. What's fueling their rise? Innovative designs and technologies that appeal to both athletes and casual runners. Hoka, for instance, gained fame with its ultra-thick soled shoes, offering top-notch comfort and performance. Meanwhile, On Running is betting on futuristic designs and its unique cushioning technology called Cloud Tech, which promises that running on cloud sensation. But it's not just about tech innovation. These brands are building engaged communities and drawing in consumers who crave something different. The result? A slice of the market is steadily slipping out of Nike's hands, and that raises an intriguing question. How will the giant respond? Here's the challenge. Can Nike reclaim its undisputed spot on the podium? Or is the running market on the brink of crowning a new leader? The clock is ticking, and the finish line has never been more competitive. Nike's fight to reinvent itself and stay on top has a lot in common with another video we've covered here on the channel, how YouTubers are becoming billionaires. Both giant brands and creators need to innovate, understand their audience, and stay relevant. The link to that video is on the screen. And before you click, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. See you in the next video.